Hello and welcome to my channel. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video, and thank you all so much for watching. Thank you, thank you, thank you to my day ones, twos, and threes. Thank you to all my new subscribers that's coming in. That means well. Thank you so very much. Appreciate you all and welcome, welcome, welcome. This video is for entertainment and educational purposes only, so everything is alleged, some it's not. And the fair accuse is in my description box, y'all. So let's get to it, y'all. Let's get to it. First, I want to say happy Monday. I hope everybody is having a wonderful day. Please stay safe. Please stay aware of your surroundings. And please watch the company that you keep, because it just may save your life. Okay. Yo, I found it. I couldn't find it. I had to go back and look through the videos again to find out where I found it at, because I was like, I keep telling y'all it said that, but I wanted y'all to hear it for yourself, okay? So I'm gonna play this little clip real quick that I wanted y'all to hear about rainwater, okay? And Mr. E was saying that rainwater is a producer on the movie too. So my thing is now too, for you to let rainwater out the blue be a producer on something, and he's never produced anything else. What have he produced, y'all, as far as movie wise? And why this movie that your artist passed away during the making of this movie, why did you all of a sudden get interested in wanting to produce a movie? What was that about, y'all? Okay? And why did they had it at first? Why is it coming out now? Is it coming out now because the question is going to come up? Ask yourself this question. Whose idea was, for them to tape that day on 11/11? And I'm going to tell y'all something else. I went and watched the movie. I just said, forget it. I got to watch this movie because I got a feeling I'm missing something else. So I watched the movie and I noticed something that I talked about before. I'm going to tell you that in another video, okay? But I'm going to say this. I don't want to give away spoilers in the movie and stuff like that, but I'm sure everybody probably done watched it by now, okay, y'all? But something seems off about the ending. The way he talks in this interview too, that as if that everything was already done, pretty much. And he said, people don't understand movies. You don't just tape the first part, and then the middle and then the end. Like, you will go to a movie and scene, and they'll be probably recording like the ending of the movie. You know what I'm saying? When they first started or something like that. So it's different time frames that they put those different, I guess, clips in or whatever. Okay, y'all? And somebody had to do some serious editing. If you put the end at first and then the middle and this, that, and this, it would make more sense to just start from the beginning. I'm just saying, y'all. This is probably why it take them so long to get to a movie done. It makes no sense that you would put the end in, but I guess, they do stuff their own way. But anyway, y'all, I'm gonna just tell y'all this. It was very low budget. I'm gonna just say that. They act like he's a genius, in the interviews and stuff like that. And the camera is so close on everybody's face during the whole movie, as if the cameraman is sitting in the actor's laps or something and just got the camera in their face. He's so close up on them. It's not like other movies that, there's some space in between this and that and that and this. It just was so low budget, seriously. And, they were acting like, baby, all these people that talk to them and this and that, they act like these guys is geniuses or something. Like they the next best movie creators out here. And I don't understand it, because it was so much that, just for him to act like he's so professional and this and that and this, like if I noticed that the camera is all in their face through the whole picture, okay, why didn't he notice that was going to be a problem? Okay, or he just didn't want off distance, shoots, filming, because it was a lot of mess probably around them, okay, y'all. and that they can only cover a certain amount of distance. You know what I'm saying, y'all? It just was kind of strange that the cameraman was like right in their lap, in the camera, right in their face. You know, it was weird through the whole thing. I don't care what scene it was. It seemed like the camera was just right up in their face. Okay, instead of like the action part. Okay, y'all. I don't know, y'all. It just seems as if I'm gonna tell y'all this, what I got out of the movie too. I think this could have been what happened. Okay, I'm gonna just say it like this. I think this could have been what happened and what was told to Mo3. I think that his part was already done, the action part. I think that rainwater, because to me, I'm gonna say it just like this. If this all stuff that I saw was already recorded, it wasn't no need for Mo3 to come and do another minute and a half from what I already saw in the picture. Because, if you is not gonna make it to the end of the picture, then how can you add some more in there? Was they gonna put him in there as a ghost or something like that? I mean, I don't understand it. Something just off about this whole movie, okay, y'all? Something is strange about it. If it's what I saw, then it was done already. And to me, it seems as if they had to have told Mo3 that they wanted to change the ending. It wasn't dramatic enough. They wanted to do more. You know what I'm saying? Or they was changing the spot where the scene was going to be taking place at. And I truly believe it was going to be on that expressway. Okay, this is what they told him. This is what I believe. Okay, so I'm just saying allegedly. But I believe they told him that they were going to change that ending. And they wanted to, when I listened to that first part of the video and the lady was like, well, Mo3 is only in the first part of the picture. And, I was expecting to see him more. So when she said that, I was like, I don't even know if is really true. So I can't talk about it if I don't go see it myself. Okay. So when I looked at it myself, it seems as if, he got little parts here and there. And he's pretty much like a hitman in the picture, which trips me out that he's a hitman in the picture. But at the same time, he ended up being the person that get hit at the end, get hit up. It was like they were doing some reverse stuff on him. Some serious Truman Show stuff, okay? Everybody around him. And I think that this guy right here, to be honest with y'all, and he did say this. When they say something respectfully, I'll say something respectfully. You know what I'm saying, y'all? But he did say this in when he did the little interview or whatever. He said he'll go on anybody's page and talk about it. So I guess he was leaving it open that he'll come to me and let me interview him about the whole Mo3 thing. And if he would do that, I would do it. I would do it. Just me and him, and nobody else can jump on there and this and that and this. Just me and him. If he wanted to do that, I would do that. I really would. I would love to do that. And I'm not going to ask the questions that the Dallas bloggers are asking him. I want to ask him some more serious stuff. And if he was jumping off and saying the phone ringing and all this stuff when he was on the Crackhead show, okay, y'all. What is he gonna do when I'm asking him the questions that I got ready for him? Okay, y'all. I'm just saying, because he's already putting his foot in his mouth about a lot of things. Let me let y'all listen to this part right here, because I've been wanting y'all to listen to this first. Okay, so let me put it on real quick. This part right here, I was like, I finally found it.
Three did everything he needed to do, because that ended up making it a big contribution to the movie. So it's like Rand is one of the producers on the film.
So he's like co-producers, assistant producer. He in the credits.
Yeah. Rand is in the credits, but there are executive producers. Like, I'm one of the executive producers. So we got executive producers, but Rand is one of the producers.
What kind of producer would he be?
So I'm gonna explain what producer is. But for those who don't know in filmmaking, a producer is the people that furnish what's necessary for the film to be a film. You know what I mean? So sometimes the producers are gonna help with the casting. Sometimes they're gonna help with crew, like directors of photography, all that. Producers basically accommodate But and Rain was one of those.
Every time he starts saying something, you really want to hear him answer. His mic start going in and out, y'all. This is what happens every time. But he's telling you that Rainwater was a producer. And my question is, too, did Rainwater put in any money on this movie, too? Okay, y'all? Because I'm going to tell y'all this. When they start asking questions on one of the interviews, I think it was the Boss Talk interview, and they start asking him questions about the money, he started getting nervous too, started scratching his head and doing all kind of, movement, and, saying, a percentage, he started even stuttering a little bit. A percentage goes to, Mo3 estate. Okay? And the look on one of the bloggers' face when he said that looks as if he knew he was lying too. Okay, so I'm wondering another thing now. Are the movie producer people cheating Mo3 family out of money too from that movie as well? That's another thing that I'm wondering. Okay. Did he have an insurance policy on Mo3? Because I think he did. Okay. And I think Boosie wanted to get in on it too. That's why Boosie called himself through Mo3 into a clip on his movie, but it was only 15 seconds. And I guess he was going to just lie to the, insurance company and say that, he passed away before that they can get the movie going or whatever. But he did them 15 seconds. I wonder did Boosie even, cash in on that lie? Because that's what word on the street he was trying to do too. And word on the street is, I told y'all this before, and a lot of people been talking about this before, that Boosie knew the play and everything too, y'all. Word on the street, Boosie knew the play. So this goes to show you right here, it's some sneaky stuff going on. And then he said that Rainwater's in the credits. I went and watched the picture to see the credits, and I only saw Rainwater as an actor, and it said that he was playing himself. So he was playing his own self. That was his, part in the picture, playing himself. And, that's weird because he was just talking about the fact that, it's character. Mo3 was playing a character. This had nothing to do with the play. Now, I never said that in the first place, but this is what he wanted to run with. Everybody, when they act and they play a character, well, why did Rainwater play himself? And I saw number 7 in there too, y'all. I was like, oh, number 7 in here too. It's funny how number 7 and Rainwater was so close and keeping up with everything and doing everything together and all around Mo3 and this and that and that and this. These are the last 2 people that talked to him on the phone before he got taken out. It's just so many things that I sit back and I'm thinking about now that just makes me like, it's eerie, y'all. It's really eerie about the stuff that they did around Mo3. This is one of the posts that the movie guy put up right before Mo3 passed away. This was October the 16th, 2020. And this is something that he put up that I thought was kind of eerie. It made me feel like he knew something was about to happen. And, he was, had to, pump himself up to keep it going. Okay, y'all? Believe it or not, depending on what type of person you are, I believe, when you hang around somebody like that and knowing they getting lined up, and at the same time, this person is showing you really how they really are, not what people done said about him that's from your hood that you done grew up around. Because he grew up in Oak Cliff and Speed and all of them. They all grew up in the same neighborhood with Trap now. Okay? So whatever they probably heard about Mo3 or whatever, it was probably hearsay. Because some people will talk about you like a dog, and you run into people and they don't like you, and you ain't did nothing to that person. But just because you and another person don't get along, that person will turn that person against you. Like that type of stuff. Okay, y'all? He said, October the 16th, 2020, Mr. E said, every day is a different encounter with the man in the mirror. A heart check. I refuse to fold under pressure. What y'all think he meant about that? This is what I wanted to ask y'all in the comment section. So y'all like the comment section up, please. Because I want to know the different opinions especially the guys too, on what y'all thought he was feeling at that moment. This is, what, about 2-3 weeks before the plan is to go down with to take Mo3 out. Everything so far has been going as planned. And what the blogger over there, the cricket the crackhead, he said, by me saying that Mo3, they all fooled him. I was saying that Mo3, ain't got no sense. So this and that and this and that and this. No, I'm not saying that. Mo3 ain't had no sense. But I am saying this. It took y'all 3 years to do what y'all did. So y'all just worked on him. When you got so many people being fake and phony with you, it's hard to, navigate everything. You know what I'm saying? And then his career was taking off. It was a lot going on. Mr. E wanted to hang out with him a lot. He wanted him all up under him all the time. And he said this in the interview. He said that he told Mo3, Mo3 wasn't nothing going to happen to him as long as he was around him. But when he ain't around him, he ain't got no control over that. He said this in the interview. And, Mo3 is a grown man, and I think that Mo3 had always probably carried something on him, so I don't know why he felt that he was going to protect Mo3. And why would you have to protect Mo3 from your own friends? Because these were his enemies, your friends. And it just amazes me that, just think about if Mo3 had a crew, and all of a sudden, his crew, one of the crew members that then grew up in his neighborhood with him, kick it with him, they're all in the same little inner circle. One of them just reach out to Trap out the blue and tell Trap that they want him to, be in a movie. And Trap end up passing away in that movie. All the Trap people is going to feel the same way. Like, it's something up with that, y'all. And it's the same way vice versa. It was something up with that. And this started 3 years in the making, y'all. 3 years from the date. It was a little bit over 3 years, but it was 3 years and some months. This was the true reason why this whole thing took place in the first place. But y'all tell me what y'all think he meant by every day is a different encounter with a man in the mirror. Why would he say that? Every day is a different encounter. Okay? Is he fighting demons? Because, you're lining people up? I'm just saying. I'm just asking questions. Why do you need a heart check? Because you don't have one that you would line somebody up in that way and go along with everybody else? Somebody told him a lie that they needed to change. And I'm going to tell y'all, it was several lies that was out. They were saying that Mo3 got his teeth done and they wanted him to redo the scene with his new teeth in. It was all kind of lies out here. But the fact of the matter is, he said it out of his own mouth that what Mo3 part was pretty much done, which what I saw in the movie, it had to be. How can you play him in a role or give him another part to play if he was already, I'm just saying, y'all, gone in the picture? Spoiler alert. How could you make somebody come back to life and do another part in the picture? It makes no sense. And now he's trying to say that, when you're doing movies, sometimes you record the beginning at the end of the end of that. And I think this is part of his defense. This could be possibility. This is going to be a part of his defense to say that he had to tape the ending of the movie first and he had to come back and tape the beginning with some other part in the middle. And that's probably what they're going to lie and say. But still makes no sense. None of this makes any sense, y'all. Seriously. It makes no sense. And why would you need a heart check? Is it because your buddy was, at the same time you're posting, that you need a heart check? He's posting that so much money is going to be falling in people's hands and people going to be getting direct deposits? And the people from their same circle, a female was actually telling people to send me y'all cash apps, and she was actually sending out money, y'all. So, no, ain't no way. It was a lot of people posting stuff. This is what, the guy that's locked up posted. Okay, y'all? He said, it's not a time limit on getting your lick back. Remember that. and he had a shh with the gorilla in the Target. When somebody say it's not a time limit on getting your lick back, this is about getting a lick back. This is not about, y'all, no baby daddy. And this is why people were saying that 3 years, this has been going on for 3 years. Everybody was saying this has been going on for 3 years. You know what happened 3 years before Mo3 was taken out? Hector was taken out, y'all, at that nightclub. Hector was the one taken out at that nightclub. So this is why I say this is where I started. Everybody, when I came on the scene and everybody was talking about the Mo3, everybody was going in one direction. They was going into the baby mama direction. And I was like, it's something else. It's something else. You got to go check out all of the enemies. Everybody that he tried to take out. Everybody that, what made Pete everybody off from the start. I had to go back. And I had to go back digging fast, okay? And this is where I went, y'all. I went to Hector. And this is when all the sky opened up, y'all. When I went to Hector, I had checked everybody else. I checked out Roy Lee. I checked out Bubba, all kind of stuff. But when I went to, I went in everybody's stuff to just check. Okay, me and my sister. Okay, y'all. And y'all, I gotta read this real quick before I put Hector picture up. Okay, it said, nah, for real, Ninja gotta look in his house hiding. Okay, they were saying, this person was saying that somebody was in their house hiding. Okay, and Trouble Freddy says, hell yeah, I'm happy, feel so good. I wasn't gonna never leave the city again until he was lying with my dogs. Don't like it, do something about it. He was saying that he wasn't gonna leave the city unless Mo3 was lying with his boys that was taken out too. Other than that, he wasn't going nowhere. So is it safe to say he's going somewhere now? I'm just saying, y'all. Okay? I'm just saying. And I wanted to show y'all this too before I get to Hector. August 16th, 2020. This is the baby daddy. This is the baby daddy right here, y'all. He was posting Mo3 songs. Broken Love, X, Mo3, 3, Kevin Gates. August 16, 2020. I guess, I don't know what this thumbs up, maybe, not a thumbs up, but this little mark, how he got his hand. I don't know what that means. Y'all can tell me in the comment section. And he puts what y'all on. He was kind of giving, Mo3 the props, I guess. I guess he was saying he liked the song Broken Love. I don't know. But he wasn't, was this showing some love, y'all? So do he look like he frustrated and mad and ready to just, take Mo3 out? If he posting little stuff like this? Does it look like it, y'all? I'm just saying. Now, y'all, correct me if I'm wrong. It's these hand signal right here means something bad. But to me, he's, mentioning one of Mo3 songs. Y'all, I have, a lot. I have other posts of this guy talking about how he couldn't stand his baby mama. And it wasn't even about Mo3. So I don't know how they're going to run with this. I really don't. Mr. E. Mr. E. Let's get back to Hector, y'all. When I made it to Hector's page, I went to his social media pages. And of course, he passed away May the 30th, 2017. I think, okay? I think it's that date. And he hadn't posted for a very long time. But they had old posts, you know, stuff that from, before he passed and, then some. Okay. So, Lord knows it took days. It took days to go through a lot of stuff. Okay, y'all. But this was a person that had passed away, and a lot of people was mad. And the more I dug and the more I dug, the more I found. Okay, y'all. And this is what led me to the movie people and Marcus Speed and all of them. Okay. It was like this friend, and then this friend, and then they have a conversation with that friend, and then that friend, they'll have a conversation with that friend, that. And as I went along, okay, y'all, it led me to a lot of people, y'all, a lot of people that were really peed off at Mo3. As I went on, it just all, and if I'm just gonna say this, y'all, if the feds went into, even if they probably erased it now, because I think I mentioned it before back 3 years ago, okay, but if they went into Hector's old pages and just backtrack all the friends, one after another, they'll see what led me where I went and why I went there. Now everybody else was saying the baby daddy, this and that and this. No. When I found the information that I found, it was no question to me that they all played a part in this. It was like years and years and years of just hatred built up in them, and all they wanted was vengeance. And I think this is why they call that movie the Revenge. Okay, all they wanted was revenge. They wanted revenge for Hector, and all of these people was very close to Hector. Okay, and including the movie guys. All these people are tied to each other. It was like blocks, like you build in a block, a house or something. All the blocks just merged here and there and there. And all of these people are close friends. People want to say, how in the world is they going to tie trap them to, anything that happened? Well, I can tell you how. Trap neighborhood. All of these people were from the same neighborhood as Trap. Okay, y'all? I showed y'all the friends list of all of these guys. The movie guy, all his wife, his sisters, his whatever. Anybody who ever in the family, all was connected to Trap Boy Freddy and Smurf Franklin. They all connected. This is how you connect the dots. This is how you say, no, something ain't right about this. Franklin house got hit up right after Mo3. It was like 8 people passed away after Mo3. It was so much chaos going on after they took out Mo3. People were peed off. And y'all, you remember that doctor, the dentist? He got hit up like a day or two after Mo3 got hit up. He got hit up too, but he actually lived through it. He's close friends with them too. He's close friends with Trap, all of them. The Speeds. They're all close, y'all. Okay? It wasn't no coincidence of people getting hit up after that. And Smurf house getting hit up, and Smurf get hurt in his leg because he jumped over that thing. Oh, and I got some pictures of that too. I'm gonna put that on the next video too. I got some pictures of all of that. So when I tell you I went back. Okay, y'all? Like I said, Marcus Speed was posting so much stuff. Piles of money. Like, who gonna get this money on 11? The universe says the money is, it's coming, y'all. It's coming. He was talking about, lining up somebody's soul. All these things is about to come to your doorsteps. Health and money and love and inner peace. 11:11. I mean, he was on 11:11 kick, y'all. Okay? Right before Mo3 passed. And they're all enemies of Mo3. None of these people like him. Which this is why I keep saying, why did somebody from their inner circle all of a sudden just take a liking to Mo3 all of a sudden? You know, you grew up with all of these other guys that's enemies with him. So why out the blue you want to be his friend? All of a sudden. Why out the blue you want to make him think that everybody is going to be cool with him? Everybody going to be, you know, this was just to get this guy, Mo3, to let his guards down and think that everybody was about to accept him for a change. Because they had been blackballing and everybody doing them wrong for the longest. So you get a movie guy that everybody look up to. I don't know why, because the movies is not that, all that, okay, y'all? But this is, I guess, these people, they all grew up together, so they figure he doing something big. His movies is on the, you know, playing with other people's movies and all of this stuff. So they use you, somebody that's, you know, soft. This guy, you can tell he got another side to him for the simple fact he was like, you know, when I first started doing the Mo3 stuff, he wanted to fan me and slap me. For you to say something like that, you think you a boss nigga, or something, that you think you could talk like that. And this also goes to show you it's another side to him, okay? Then y'all are seeing it's another side. You know, you want to go find a blogger and slap her because she said that the movie kept up with his dates and stuff. This is how they kept up with him. Because I said that you and Speeds them are friends. And this guy was posting all this stuff. You want to hit somebody because they said that? I can see if I said something like really outrageous. But this is what I said about him, y'all. This is what I said. This is his friend that posted all this stuff. November won't be normal. God will surprise you with direct deposits, which is why you will be a blessing to others. Claim it. This is your friend. And he's defending him like crazy now, y'all. Saying, Speed ain't do this. Speed ain't do that. He forgot he said in another video that Speed did help him. Okay? And Speed even put up a post thanking him for letting him be a part of the movie. Okay, y'all? We're going to talk about all this. What are the odds of 11/11 Mo3 being taken out? What are the odds of your friend guessing the day that somebody, you know, was going to get taken out, y'all? What are the odds of that? Huh? Is they think we just don't have no sense in the world? What is it? Now, this is a post that was put up February the 20th. And this is Marcus Speed is with DeMonte Anderson and 19 others. Okay, y'all? He said, I like to think, pretty much he's saying, I like to thank Mista E for the great opportunity to be a part of something special. And he posted, new movie dropping soon, Triple D Revenge. Why are you thanking him for being a part of his movie? And why did he say in another video that Marcus Speed actually helped him? They sit in his front room and sit on the floor and they wrote out the script. And he helped him. He's thanking him for letting him be a part of this opportunity of something so big. I'm still lying, y'all. Am I still lying, y'all? I'm just asking. He thanking him for this. Your best friend, your partner. He is thanking you for letting him be a part of something so big. The movie is coming out soon. And I want to, just give y'all a little update on something too. I'm going to give y'all a little update on something. That movie was supposed to drop earlier in the year of 2021. And when I started talking about this and everything, people started getting wind of, what really happened or what people thought really happened, all of a sudden, these pictures start popping up of somebody that looks like Mo3. And we didn't know who it was until we found out later that it was another rapper that got taken out too, y'all. And I think the reason he got taken out, and I said this before, is I think the reason that this guy got taken out that looked like Mo3, and he did a feature with Drake. Okay, y'all? He did a feature with Drake. And then right after he did the feature with Drake, Drake threw out a song called Knife Party. And then this guy gets taken out by a knife. Okay, y'all? I think he was taken out because they was talking about Mo3 around this guy, and they didn't trust that he wouldn't say something. Okay? I think he probably talked a little too much, or they just didn't want to chance it. And I think this is why he was taken out. But he got taken out by a knife, and, just did a feature with Drake. Just did it. And remember I was telling y'all that they were going to use him? I think they threw it out on the internet to see what people was going to say. Do he really look like Mo3? If people was going to say, yeah, he looked like Mo3 or this and that and this, they were going to run with it and try to put him in a part to finish up that movie. Because they, all of their stuff got messed up. Their plans got changed when they wanted to put this man's demise in the movie and make it, look so real. See, it's people got some weird, they got some weird stuff going on in their head. I'm just going to be completely honest with y'all. Okay? Sometimes people got some weird stuff going on in their head. And they think that, they can become this really, really big, probably producer, writer, director. If, you could catch something on film that's a real life, and then, lie about it, okay? And everybody else, and I think the true ending that was supposed to be the movie was the copy that everybody was looking at the watch party. That's what they was going to, change it to. Or it was supposed to be or whatever, okay, y'all? I'm thinking that's what they were going to do, but they got caught up and they can't let that tape out. But I do believe that everybody gonna start turning on each other, because they gonna if they gonna hand them out some serious time for what happened on that expressway. I do believe, y'all, that they're gonna start talking, and that tape is going to emerge if they don't have it already, to be honest. But I think if they had it already, they'll be arresting some more people. But this could be why a lot of people start getting picked up. Okay? And like I said, I do believe that people are getting scared. Okay? Even though he want to act like him and Rain is cool, I still believe in my heart of hearts that he's throwing Rain under the bus, because he's starting to all of a sudden now want to tell everybody that Rain is a producer too. I mean, make it make sense as to why y'all kept that private. Okay, and I still didn't see it in the ratings. When the movie go off and the people names come up, I didn't see his name under there. His name was under Rainwater, and he played himself in the movie. Okay, I did see him in the movie. I saw nothing about no producer stuff or anything. Now it's sometimes it go to another movie real fast, and you might not see it. So I'm gonna just give him the benefit of the doubt. But why was this such a big... If Rain could go to everybody page, from page to page to page, do interviews, jump on everybody, troll people pages, all of this stuff, you mean to tell me you wouldn't brag about being a producer on a movie that everybody was like participating, anticipating coming out? Why didn't you brag about that? Brainwater is always playing with people on their pages. Okay, y'all? So why not talk about that? Ask yourself this question. Why not say something about the new, the movie you producing? You would be excited that you're doing something you ain't never did before. Producing a movie? And I still can't figure out why all of a sudden you wanted to produce a movie that your artist is in. And why didn't you ask your artist to be in the movie if you was producing it? Why did all of a sudden, now that we're speaking on stuff and the court stuff coming up, now you want to jump on social media and say, well, Brainwater was a producer too. Is this because, the question is going to be open. Who idea was it for him to, come back and do that a part over or add a part to whatever y'all can add it to? Because I have no clue where you could have stuck it at. Because from what I saw in the picture, you gotta now just try to figure out like what, because everything that they're saying don't make no sense. Who and what? Why in the world did he have to come back out on? He's acting like all nonchalant, like it really wasn't no big deal for him to even, come do another part, because we had finished what we had to do. So why was y'all hounding this man to come back to do something? Him and Rainwater had got into an argument because he kept trying to get him to come back. So why was he hounding him so much when everybody else was acting like it wasn't no big deal? So is he calling himself the Rainwater under the bus, saying that this was all Rainwater, not him? And I would believe that too, because it seemed like he's the mastermind of stuff. He liked to plan things. It makes no sense why y'all asked him to come back on 11/11 to do a part that was never needed. It makes no sense. It makes no sense that you hid the fact that Rainwater was a producer on the picture. Why y'all had that? Why would you have something to hide like that? Why would you want to? So it looked like, he didn't have nothing to do with whatever when something went down. This was his way of keeping his name out of stuff, but now his name is popping up under stuff anyway. And I noticed something huge. I was going to say this in the other video, but I noticed something huge about that movie. They had a color coordination. I said this the other day. I don't know if y'all remember. I said due to the fact that it was certain colors that was on that expressway, it looked like it was a scene. There were people standing on the side of the expressway, y'all, and they had cameras. It wasn't it wasn't the news people. Why would the news people put cameras over there on the other side of the you know what I'm saying? You got to step over the thing. They gonna be right up front in the front. If they the news people, they gonna be on the expressway. Why has all them cameras on the side? And then why are all these women on the expressway with the same red and black on? Remember I said this. I ain't just add this on there. All these women got on red and black. Different sizes, shapes, and they got the same colors on, making it look like they all the same person. Okay? Different hair wigs and stuff, but same colors. And then you had a lot of guys that was standing to the side. I don't know if y'all remember. Y'all stay with me now. It was a car parked on the side, and it was a guy with all black over there to the side. Looked like he had on all black and maybe some red shoes or whatever. And then it was a car by him. And he walked away from the car and walked the other way. But it was a car over there, and it was a bunch of people looking like they was sticking their head around the car. And they all looked like they had on all black too. This was the coordination of that movie. Everybody in this movie had on red and black. Red and black was everywhere in this movie. Red and black. Like that was their favorite color of the picture. All the guys that's in the picture basically wore red and black. Some just wore all black. So it made me think that that car that was sent to the side with the people that was sticking their head out, like if you look straight across the road where Mo3 was laying at, it was car on the expressway with everybody with all black on. I think they were part of the lie to make Mo3 think that they was really about to do a scene over because everybody had on their red and black on the expressway. And they were a part of helping fool him. I do believe. Okay, y'all? I'm just saying. Because that lady, and I'm talking about the white lady that was out there that called, everybody was like she was a news person. Then people say she was a reporter. Then people were saying that she was a detective. It was a whole bunch of people out there saying who this other woman was with the red and black on. But I do know what I saw. She was laughing. She was laughing. She was out there smiling on the scene. Whoever she was. So ain't no way you gonna keep on saying that this stuff don't matter, because this stuff matters. Everything matters. How I found y'all matters. Nobody said, "Oh, go check them out." Nobody. No, it didn't just pop in my mind. It didn't just pop in my mind to be like, "Oh, the movie people, they did it. They did this. They did that." No. Digging into their stuff is what made me think that, wait a minute, they talking real funny on here, the stuff that they saying about Mo3. And them acting all nonchalant, like we got time to get them, that, like, you know, like it was a time frame. Like everybody was on a mission. And it led right to all the people in the circle of Trap Boy Freddy and Smurf and all of them. And then you see all of this. Every time you looked up, everybody that was on that expressway the day after or the day after that, this was November the 13th, y'all. Mo3 got taken out on 11. He is over here counting his money. He look at him showing off his money. Now, my thing is, you know, the police should be asking him where he get that money from. Did you have any shows that you did recently? Because he ain't had no shows he did. Because he had just went out of town to get that money. So, I'm just saying, y'all. This is blood money right here, y'all. Now tell me what he had to do with the Ski Sister, you know. Nothing. He had everything to do with somebody else, though. And Trap. Look, they're counting money at the same time, y'all. Him and look who liked the picture. Keywan liked this picture. He counting money. He counting money. Here go Keywan. And they want you to believe that this was about a baby mama. With all these people getting paid. So what did he get out of it? What did he get out of taking out, you know, Mo3 over somebody's baby mama? Devin Brown didn't have enough money to pay all these people for helping him take out his baby mama boyfriend on the side chick. Devin Brown didn't have a dime to pay these people. So why do y'all think that it's about Devin Brown? Because it's not. It's not. It's about this one. And this particular page that he had, it was a lot of old posts. Like I said, it was so many old posts because he passed away in 2017. This post right here is from 2014. But I had to go back years and years and years. And like I told you, it led me straight directly to the movie people. It led me right to them. And the people that's in their inner circle and how they talked about Mo3 and joked about everything and was saying, you know, they got them and the this and the that and touchdown and all this. And I was like, whoa, what have I stumbled upon? And just like last time I started talking about this, their little minions, you know, because, what have I ever done to Petty Gorilla? Nothing. Other than, you know, when he came at me, then I came back at him. But other than that, you know, what's the purpose of all the disrespect? What's the purpose of all the disrespect now? Because this is all they're doing. You know, running from page to page. And you want to call me names and this and that and this. But the truth will set you free. Okay? I'm sure there's a lot of people wanted to know how did I get to or find out that the movie people played a part. Or their inner circle was, y'all, very toxic and chaotic and devious, y'all. Very devious. How did I find out? I found out through their best friend right here. They love this man. Excuse me, y'all. They love this man. They love this man to the point where they hated Mo3 so much. And I want you to pay attention to when I played that, I played, what did I play? I played a video, and I want y'all to pay attention to something that he said. He lied twice on there, y'all. The video that I did before. First, he said that he had talked to Mo3 about doing a movie 6 or 7 years ago. This is what he said. And what, less than a minute later, he changed it and said it was 4 to 5 years ago. He couldn't even keep the years correct. He couldn't keep the years correct on how long ago that him and Mo3 had talked about doing the part 2. First he said 6 or 7, then 4 or 5. And I was like, he can't even keep his story straight at all. He's messing up badly. He can't keep that story straight to save his life, y'all. And, you know, like I said, for him to be like, Mo3 was the only person that he wanted to be in that picture. I keep saying it over and over again. Why did you feel like you you had to have him? Why? You had to have him by any means necessary, because to me, that was the plan. That was the plan. And it's sad that these demons are out here, my personal opinion, you know, pretty much putting hits on people, y'all. This is what they're doing. They're putting on hits on people, and they're getting away, and Trap is singing on the expressway and all of this stuff and acting like he got away. And, you know, what's going to be the next song? Well, I'm going to say this already. What's his name? Yellow Beezy already made a song saying that how much the feds cost. He have a song about the feds. Talking about how much the feds cost. So, is they saying they paying the feds off or something? I'm just saying, y'all. Because they singing about that already. We went from, this was, like I told y'all before, this was a perfect storm. It went from Hector passing away, and so many, like when Hector passed away, it wasn't about the teenagers anymore that didn't like Mo3, or the younger generation that didn't like him. This is when it moved a step up to the older generation, and people that own businesses, and people that was, like the Speeds and the movie guy and all of these people. This one, it took a step, a notch ahead. Like, wait a minute. He just took out Hector, because this is what everybody was pushing. That Mo3, it was all Mo3 fault. And word on the street, you know, all the people that I talked to, they said that it wasn't even Mo3 fault why Hector got taken out. It was kind of his own fault. That's what everybody said. I wasn't there, so I don't know. But they said that something he did, it was his own fault that he got taken out. And everybody just blamed it on Mo3 because, you know, so Gay on them push, you know, when they push and everybody pushing and trapping and pushing, saying that, yeah, it was Mo3. And, you know, you put this in one person's ear and that person's ear, and it just spread around. This is what they did, y'all. This is what they did. And so Gayo came around, and he pretty much turned even more people against him. But I'm just tell you this, if he could turn them from him, that he didn't have him in the first place. He didn't. Y'all saw all them pictures, older pictures of Trap and Yellow and Mo3 hanging out together when they was really, really young. And then somebody pop up on the scene and they disrespect them Mo3. And this is why him and Mo3 got into it, because Mo3 felt like, if you my boy, then you wouldn't be wanting to be around somebody that's disrespecting me if we cool like that. And Trap said another way, like, you know what, you ain't gonna tell me who to hang out with and blah, blah, blah. You know, that's just a snake way of saying that you never was Mo3 friend in the first place. Because if you was truly his friend and somebody was coming along and start hanging out with y'all and he disrespecting, you know, you would have took off for Mo3. You wouldn't have just, you know, jumped in on a bandwagon looking like, ooh, I got another person that hate him too, just as much as I do. This is what you did. And then it went from one person getting taken out to another. You know, they knew that Roy Lee was friends with Mo3. They took him out. Then they took, Bubba out, And before, Yellow Beezy gets hit up. Before that, then, it was just a chain reaction of, this, just stacking up more and more stuff. And at the same time, all of this was going on. Mo3 was jumping on there. He was teasing them about stuff. But you gotta think of the fact that they just took out Bubba. They just took out Roy Lee. So yeah, he gonna make some rap songs about you. Y'all done pushed him to his limit. Got him chasing Arrow. All kind of stuff going on. And as if they didn't have enough people on Mo3 already, they still was adding more. They had Keela. She was handling his paperwork and his, little personal business. And I think Keela is the one that probably, got that signature to whoever needed it for the, put this fake, insurance policy on them. I think Keela is the one that, played a big part in that, to be honest with y'all. My personal opinion. I think she did. And not only did Keela have access to his signature and personal information because she helped him get the apartment and all of that stuff in the same building with Errol Spence, she helped him. So I truly believe that, it was a domino effect. In Rainwater, it was close enough to him to get a signature too off of personal information. Because Rainwater is the person that knew about where his stash was in the car for his, his weapon. He knew where his money was, whatever he had, He knew a lot of stuff about Mo3. And they say that he stole some money from him. I don't know. I wasn't there. But they say he stole some money from Mo3 too, the day that Mo3 passed. Not only did he move that weapon, but allegedly, he stole some money too, y'all. So, y'all, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Same hood, y'all. Same. And the only thing that they could get on social media and say is, oh, she trolling. Really? Okay. Okay, it seemed like you was the one trolling Mo3. Because why did y'all have to have him in that movie? It ain't like he had a really big role. He come in, take somebody out, and go about his business. You didn't see him much. To be honest with you, I don't even see why he had to do all of this, training for a movie like that. Because it was like a bubblegum. It's just like I be saying that, Trap Boy Freddy music is bubblegum. This was a bubblegum movie. So why did he have to train for 3 months for a part that probably would have took him 5 minutes to do? From the parts that he had in there, y'all. I just... Really? Y'all had him training for months for just that little part that he had in there. For what he did. Some stuff ain't adding up, y'all. And I'm going to tell y'all this. He lied about saying that he was on his way to go to the scene. He was on his way to go to the last shoot. Everybody was on their way to go. This is what he said. He was on his way at first. He said that. He said he was on his way to the shoot. And he said that Mo3 and everybody was on their way to do the last shoot. But he also said this. He said he was a little bit closer than they were to the place, to wherever they was having the last shoot at. Okay, y'all? Which, that was a lie, too, because I do believe it was on that expressway. Too many people had on red and black, which looked like they was a casting in that movie. Go look, y'all, if y'all think I'm lying. I'm going to show y'all some pictures. I'm going to screenshot some pictures and show you how everybody had on red and black through all the scenes, through the whole picture. And then you saw people in red and black on that expressway the day he passed. He went from saying that he was on his way to meet with them till he was at the barbershop getting his hair cut. So which one was it? Was you at the barbershop getting your hair cut, or was you on your way to go meet them to get the, the film the last 1 minute and a half? And why did you wait till the last minute to go get a haircut when you was supposed to be meeting everybody? You was going to have them waiting on you while you getting your haircut? I'm just saying, make it make sense, y'all. The stuff that they were saying about Mo3 through this Hector information that I found pretty much told it all, y'all. Of who, when, where, what, and why they wanted Mo3. And everybody had a reason that they wanted him. Everybody. I mean, the women on there, the men on there, they just talked and talked about Mo3 as if he was the scum of the earth, y'all. And they wasn't going to rest till he was gone. And these were business people talking like this. Older people. Just imagine Trap Mama having a conversation with people about Mo3. It wouldn't be too nice, would it, y'all? Well, this is what I ran upon when I went through Hector's stuff. And I was like, this person is saying this about Mo3, and he friends with this person, and this person right here, and they go to do a movie? The last scene, and Mo3 get taken out, and Trap is already out there, and Kenny B and everybody's on the expressway already, and Lil J Casino, and all these people is all over the place. It had nothing to do with no baby mom. But this is the story that they want to push. Now we're finding out that his manager, Mo3's manager, helped produce the movie. And they lied to him, my personal opinion, at the end, and told him they had to redo the ending part. And they lied. Just to get him to where they needed to get him at. And it was a reason why that car turned around right there in on that expressway in that area. It's a reason why. Because that was the spot, that was the designated spot that they had to stop Mo3 in at. So just in case anybody had to get away, they could jump right off of that little expressway, because it was like a building right up under that little jump spot. I'm going to show it to y'all. I took some screenshots of it. I'm going to show it to y'all in the next video. But they had everything mapped out, from my personal opinion. And this was years in the making. And 3 years to be exact in the making. When Hector passed away, that's when they started plotting. That's when they asked Mo3 to be in that movie. And this is why, even though, Mo3 was jumping on social media and he was laughing at Trap and them and this and that and that and this, they was laughing at him even harder, because they knew what was about to go down, and they knew the joke was on him because he had no clue. He didn't even see it coming, y'all. If somebody catch you and you are always with your weapon, this and that, and somebody catch you without it, and you looking for it in the spot where it's supposed to be, if that wasn't part of the scene that they lied about, okay, I don't know, okay? Y'all, that was a straight inside job. And I don't know how Rain can live with himself, to be honest, y'all. He is gotta be really, really grimy to be able to do some stuff like this, to be honest with y'all. He has to be the grimiest of the grimy. I've always thought it was something wrong with him, for the simple fact that, fans of Mo3 wasn't getting respected by him. The fans of Mo3, that just had questions. He didn't want to answer those questions. Instead, he would laugh and, talk about the fans and this and that and this. He would make a mockery of Mo3's fans just because they wanted to know some stuff. I'm tired of explaining stuff to y'all. I'm this, I'm that. I've never seen him really explain anything other than playing games on the internet. It was always been, he left the funeral it was all about money. And he was making all kind of moves, putting more money in his pocket probably than he was Mo3 mama. To me personally. I'm just going to say it like it is. That's how I really feel. Because, for you to be so close to number 7 and Don enough to be their, pretty much their manager and get them signed so you can get your cut. It's like you were already planning on the takeover of Mo3, of everything. I saw old videos of him sitting back looking at Mo3 while Mo3 doing interviews and stuff like that. And he looked like he wanted to take Mo3's place. And in all actuality, he did, except for the rapping part. But, he took control over S&M. He really pretty much, S&M, well, I hope I'm saying it right, y'all. I'm a little bit tongue-tied here. HSM. He seemed as if he destroyed HSM. And he was planning on destroying HSM. For the simple fact that he had talked already to, Don and number 7 too. Get out the contracts. First, you got to get out those contracts in order to get into this contract. So we got to jump on this right away before he changes his mind about this money. Okay, y'all? He seemed like he was working, his brain was working overtime. And, collecting money after Mo3 passed. By any means necessary. And whoever, wherever, however. This is how it seemed like it was with him. And it still is, y'all. It still is with him. So, y'all, I had to jump on here and let y'all hear for yourself that he is a manager now. And for those who you didn't hear it, let me play it one more time for y'all. And I'm jumping off of here because I got some stuff to do today. But I wanted to let y'all hear this.
Because you don't even sound the same. So how is this affecting you? Because you don't sound like you are too pleased or enthused about these said allegations now.
I don't.
So everybody is trying to jump on the bandwagon and talk to him. This is Petty Gorilla trying to get him to, I guess, I don't know, come at me for saying what I'm saying. But everything I'm saying is the truth. I went through Hector's page. And this is how I ran into the movie guy and Speed and all of them. The mystery, taking people out mystery. This is how I ran into that, through Hector stuff. And when I came through that information, this is when everything was just clear as day that this was the reason, y'all, that this man was taken out. And they took their time to line him up just nice. Okay, y'all? I'm not lying on him. This is how I found out. This is how I found out. I have not even went back to see if Hector's page is still up, y'all. I haven't. Since I got everything that I needed to get off of there, I don't even know if it's still there. But if it is, this is all they got to go to. And if it ain't, they can still pull this up and find out, all the things that they need to find out, because the feds have a way of doing these things. Okay, y'all? Y'all, this is deep. I know it's hard for everybody. And this might be some of they, little neighborhood heroes and stuff like that. The movie guy. But if you played a part in this, then, that's on you. If you did, that's on you. Because it's looking like you did. It really is. And it don't have nothing to do with me. I found it. But it has nothing to do with me because y'all put it up there. Y'all left it up there. Y'all was posting stuff freely on social media as if y'all didn't have a care in the world. This is what y'all was doing, not me. Ain't nobody, I didn't just make up something on y'all. I found everything that I've said, I have found on y'all pages. And y'all did this. Anyway, y'all, let's keep going because, the gorilla guy acting like, she is, I know you upset because of these allegations. How do you know they're allegations, or how do you know they're not true? These are the posts that they post. This is what him and his friends were doing around the time that Mo3 passed. Nobody lied on Mr. E about anything. Not one time. I have not said anything about him that I didn't have a piece of paper to show. So what did I lie about? I don't know. I don't understand it. And, Petty Gorilla, he'll do anything to get back on the spotlight. Because I told y'all, he play video games all day now. Because, he lost a lot of his subscribers after they found out, him saying the things that he was saying that he didn't even like Mo3. Okay, y'all? And I think I'm going to play that again and let y'all hear that. Just let you know this person that's on here that's talking about me and why he's talking about me. Because I posted that. And I got that from, somebody else's page that he did some kind of interview or whatever it was, and he was like he ain't even like Mo3. So why are you on here calling me names, with the crackhead and the movie guy, and you want to call me names all of a sudden again? I ain't even been talking about you in a minute, but now he done started up. It's just a whirlwind of the same guys back up doing their thing. Or I'm all kind of names. I'm this, I'm that. But that's just, the more they talk, I'm going to just bring out everything that they said and did in the past. And this is what, Petty Gorilla said. He said he didn't even like Mo3. And I'm going to let y'all hear it, out his own mouth. I'm going to let y'all hear it in the next video.
About he said allegations now.
Right here.
Yeah, I'm never going to be happy with somebody playing with somebody's legacy and somebody's life and somebody that got kids and somebody that was loved by their family and missed by their family. Hell no. I ain't going to be happy about that. Because, when she get off YouTube, everybody else dealing with real life. People, kids see that. Generations to come gonna see that.
Okay, I'm going to ask y'all this question. Since he said that kids see this and this and that, and I'm saying this and I'm saying that, I'm going to ask y'all this question. Due to the fact that he grew up in the same neighborhood with Trap now, he hang in the same circle of people, of all these people that hated Mo3 guts, he is in that same inner circle with these same people. Okay? Why would you ask somebody to be in a movie that all your friends hated in the first place? You didn't stop to think that this would affect your family. Because you have to think that you have to know something. Even the guy that did the one-on-one boss talk, he said with all the controversy that was going on in the hood and under, with Trap and Mo3 and this and that and that and this, you should have expected this pretty much. This is what he said. Okay? This guy is in a fairy tale world. This is what I see when I see this movie guy. He seems like he's in a fairy tale world, and that, he is just not even thinking straight when it comes to why did you even make a decision to do something like this? I mean, you had to be hanging out with your boys to be like, oh, we gonna get Mo3 in this movie. Because why all of a sudden you didn't just wake up one day and be like, I want Mo3, I want him, I don't want nobody else, I want him, I want him, I want him. And you got other people in the inner circle that then went to school already to be an actor. And they're rappers. You didn't want none of them. Nobody else was good enough. You didn't want Trap. These are y'all boys. Y'all on the same friends list with other rappers. You on the same friends list. Y'all support each other on everything else. So why not put Trap in the movie? He raps about the same thing Mo3 rapped about in a bubblegum way. But why did you want to go against the grain with all your buddies that you didn't grow up with to get Mo3? Because that would make your friends look at you some type of way. Everybody else that was dealing with Mo3, the city turned on them too. If anybody dealt with Mo3, they'll turn on them too. So why didn't your friends turn on you when you start dealing with Mo3? Why didn't your neighborhood and everybody else turn on you when you start helping Mo3 be in movies and all of that? You supposed to be their boy. You live in their neighborhood. It's easy for them to grab you up. So why didn't they come for you? You know why? Because it was a plan. It was a plan at hand. And everybody was playing their part. That's what I personally think. So I'm going to say allegedly. But this to me is why. This to me is why. But if you want to talk to me if you want to have an interview, let's do it. Because I have so many questions I would like to ask you. I really would. About this whole situation. Because if I'm in a crew with, a bunch of my friends and that I done grew up with in the same neighborhood, and they all don't get along with somebody, I'm not finna bring that somebody in that inner circle unless I got some plans for them to do something to that person. Because I'd be sitting back thinking that my friend's gonna be turning on me too for helping you in the first place. None of this makes sense. None of it. Everything that he has said has made him look like you were the middleman in helping line Mo3 up. And Rain stood to gain a lot off of Mo3 passing. Insurance money, all kind of stuff. Mo3 out the way, he got to sign, just think about this. If Mo3 would have been alive and Mo3 would have signed, Dun Dun and number 7 to Empire, he would have got that money, not Rain. But with him out the way, Rain gets the cut. The finder's fee. And whatever insurance policies that they put on Mo3, yeah, they probably got insurance that they put on Mo3 that Mo3 mama don't even know about. This is how I feel about Rain. And this guy. And Boosie was just, a add-on. I would not be surprised if they just took some footage from anywhere, from Mo3 just being around them for a few minutes, and threw it in Boosie's movie just so they can get some money off of the insurance policy for him if it went through. Because I bet Boosie's might not have went through. That's probably why he's hurting so bad right now. But he always trying to act like he is, the life of the party and throwing money to everybody and taking care of everybody. So this is why, his funds are so messed up too. And we got to do a video on him too, because him and Blue is going at it. Okay? They are going at it right now. But y'all let me know what y'all think. Please tell me in the comment section what y'all think about, this guy all of a sudden mentioning Rainwater is a producer too in the picture. Because I think that was to let the cat out the bag and get the spotlight off of just him, and so they could share this. Okay? And like I said, I wonder if these two are going to turn on each other in the end, because I got a feeling they are, to be honest with y'all. I got a feeling they're going to turn on each other. Because he didn't have to mention, if y'all kept it quiet all this time that Rainwater was a producer, then why didn't you just keep being quiet about it? Is it because you want to get the heat off yourself? You going to share the spotlight? You going to be just like Devin. If I go down, everybody going down. That's what Devin Brown said. So is he pushing it back to Rainwater? Like, you the one that came up with this idea? Because everybody say Rainwater is the one that comes up with all of these ideas that everybody gonna get paid off of. So by him mentioning Rainwater, he pushing it back his way now. Like, you better handle it. You the one came up with this grand idea. Now it's backfired. And before he's saying that I don't have nothing to do with this, you know what? Mr. E is saying, Mr. Speed don't have nothing to do with this. Marcus ain't got nothing to do with this. Marcus ain't got nothing to do with this. You his lawyer now? You is his speaker now? You're Marcus' speaker now. Marcus posted 11/11 stuff all over the place. Your actor passed away on 11/11 for a part that he didn't even have to be there for. You have to explain that. And ain't nobody lying on you. You have to explain that. Nothing more, nothing less. Why was you so excited about Mo3 all of a sudden? It ain't because, he was the hardest thing around, because everybody was mad at him. Everybody was hating on him. Radio stations wasn't playing his music in Dallas. People was getting paid not to play his music. And you mean to tell me that you want us to believe that you just was so fond of Mo3 that you had to have him in this movie? And now only thing you can tell us is his part was already done. Pretty much what he was supposed to do, he did. So why y'all was bugging him then? Why was Rain trying to make him come? Why was he making him come somewhere in a hurry? Hurry up and get out of there. Let's go. And you was kicked back somewhere getting your hair cut. So if you weren't rushing to get to the scene and you the producer, why was Rain rushing Mo3 to get somewhere? And where he end up at it's on the expressway. Getting taken out by all of your people. Make it make sense. Anyway, y'all, just wanted to let y'all listen to that. I thought I was finna play it back. Let me see. Because I ain't want to listen to the whole part.
This is the phone gonna see that. Yeah, now ain't gonna be big.
How much did this movie contribute to his legacy, and how much of it was just for his legacy?
Well, you talking about as like a dollar amount?
Dollar amount, overall, like what did it do? Like, it seemed like it's done.
Well, yeah, there's a lot to his legacy as far as his legacy, and of course, a percentage of the proceeds go to his estate.
And y'all should see how he's wiping his hand. You know how you wipe the inside of your hand on your pants? He like rocking and wiping his hands on his, like he's wiping his hands off on his pants. He seemed nervous when he asked him that part, as if he been stealing his money. That's what I get from this whole little scene right here when he said about where the money go. You know what I'm saying? He started rocking and wiping his hands.
I want to know, you probably can't even say this, but I want to know, was Rainwater an active manager in this deal with the movie?
Rainwater was a producer. You know what I mean? He was a producer, but as far as he was a producer because I signed on to make it as long as free.
Do y'all notice how the phone break up when you ask him some serious question? Somebody's like pushing a button, like stopping what he's saying. You can't even hear it. When you ask him something serious, when you ask him something, that don't make sense, he answered that one clearly. But when you ask him something that you really want to know, the sound goes in and out.
To do, because that ended up making it a big contribution to the movie. So it's like Rain is one of the producers on the film.
So he's like co-producers, assistant producer. He in the credits.
Yeah. Rain is in the credits. But there are executive producers. Like, I'm one of the executive producers. So we got executive producers, but Rain is one of the producers.
What kind of producer would he be?
So I'm gonna explain what producing is.
Now he gotta explain what producing is.
A producer is the people that furnish what's necessary for the film to be a film. You know what I mean?
So he basically furnished Mo3 to the film. That's what he's saying, I guess, and made sure that Mo3 get to where they want him to get to. He was the one that hounded Mo3. You got to hurry up and get to the. You're gonna be late. Blah 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 blah. Okay, y'all. That's basically what he's saying to a scene that he ended up getting taken out at.
So sometimes the producers are gonna help with the casting. Sometimes they're gonna help with crew, like directors of photography, all that. Producers basically.
Y'all, can anybody just become a producer? That's my question now. Because he's acting like, Rainwater went to sleep and woke up one day and he just became a director, producer overnight. Why this movie? Why he couldn't produce something else? Why did he help produce the movie that his boy got taken out in and he stood to gain all of his money? Make it make sense as to how somebody can just become a producer overnight. Because something is off about this whole thing. It makes no sense. And for Petty Gorilla to sit there and act like he just gonna play stupid, like he don't understand what he's saying, I don't get it. Are you serious? You're not, your ears clogged up. You don't hear what he's saying? That Mo3, got taken out in a movie for a date that he wasn't even needed to be there, and his partner was the one rushing him to get there. He gets there, gets taken out, looking for a weapon that's gone, that he the only one that got access to. Come on, y'all. Do we need to keep on going over this over and over again?
Directors of photography, all that. Producers basically are commentary.
You see how they keep cutting it off? You see how they cut it off every time he go to say something? Y'all?
Let me ask you this. Why didn't he get a role in the movie? I know he liked the cloud chase. Why didn't you put him in the movie?
Why did Rain get a role in the movie?
Yeah, just a little cameo.
Yeah, he just got a cameo. I mean, I didn't have a problem giving anybody a cameo. We had quite a few cameos in the movie.
Number 7.
I see my boy Hot Boy Star was he opened up in the movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to Hot Boy Star.
Shout out to Star. The Godfather Oak Cliff in the building. Salute, man.
I can't with the rest of this, y'all. But I was just letting y'all hear that part. That he was definitely a producer. I had to find it for y'all. But anyway, y'all enjoy y'all day. Please like, share, and subscribe if you like this video. And thanks for watching, y'all. Peace.